Hello, hello.
Yo, I pushed the button for the theme song. Whatever, man. We'll do that in a second. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on. I made Mike this week. Welcome to another episode of the Public Enemies Podcast. I'm your host, Benjamin. That guy over the window over there who's laughing profusely, that's CJ. Graham is on mute today. You know, he's messing up. He was late. Had a dock in 50 Cent.
Graham in the parent teacher conference watching to see if we can do something by ourselves. Listen, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, R.I.P. Kobe. You know what I mean? 268.
268. You ready to get it started?
Always. We was looking.
Tell him I probably send your wish to give me some chicken. If you ain't knowing, love, it's the list.
All right, man. How you doing, CJ?
Man, I am under the influence of cannabinoid medical for the gang. Yeah, I'm doing good.
I could tell. I can most definitely tell.
You're welcome.
How are you feeling? Because you're not in a regular setting.
Oh yeah. Under construction.
Hootie hoo, pass that Dutch.
Working on things right now. You know.
Pass the Dutch, Graham.
Graham the builder. Can we fix it?
Yes, he can.
We'll see.
Graham the builder is like, can we fix it?
Maybe, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I mean? We'll see.
It's opposite day.
You know, Mirrorland.
Yo, I like that. It's Mirrorland.
Yo, it's definitely Mirrorland over here.
we the Mirror Boys.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yo, Future definitely got to do a song for that called Mirror Boys.
He most definitely does not got to do a song called Mirror Boys.
Come on, Nevadius.
Nigga already doing enough. Like, yo, man, you having babies with your husband? Being happy?
Like, what?
How dare you?
Look, you happy? Like, what? Yeah.
How dare you?
Good thing he got fucking sacked 12 times. Thank you.
Oh,
Tennessee.
God. You ready to get into small package news?
The SPN, the ESPN. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm ready. The streets is ready.
Small package news, niggas. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, new song just for y'all.
Thank you, CJ.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. We don't even got to pay the little royalty off of that. We don't got a little share of 17 cents off of that. Look at you, man.
Oh, man, we can use that. You know what I'm saying? Pay for Graham's fine for being late. So, you know what I mean? We all good.
All right, man. Let's kick it off, man. Small package news starting off with the final lap tour. 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes gifted WWE titles on tour. Now, when I saw this originally, I thought it was a joke.
Why?
I don't know. Like, this nigga be doing stuff like that. I'm like, bro. And I'm like, after that, I'm like, the Guns definitely could say goodbye to getting that theme full time. WWE over there, like, hey, that's what the titles was about.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, well, this whole podcast is built off of niggas love wrestling. Like, it don't cost that much to get fucking 3 belts. You'll be like, how much? Look, I was on Etsy looking for a rated R spinner belt yesterday. It was $184. I could pay $34 installments. That's easy, especially when you have the only tour that's fucking, you know what I'm saying, doing what it's supposed to do.
Like, yo, imagine if they bought them belts off of Etsy and gave them to them.
But why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say, like, WWF, you know what I'm saying, belt maker 72. You know what I mean? Let me get 4 of these motherfuckers. Like, all right, cool.
Yo,
Thank you.
I feel like Busta's had some involvement with WWE before, but I can't remember anything specific.
Man, he was probably there. He was on the Wayans Brothers, so it was probably about the same time. Like Dreadhead Buster had to be there.
Bro, I know 50.
Was he on? He was on Aggression. Look that up, chat.
Yeah. You right. I just downloaded that on the other day because I didn't know it was on Apple Music. Like I've been looking for that for a while, and I just like randomly typed it up. I was like, "Oh, they got it on here." I was like,
That's on Apple Music.
Bro, it's on Apple Music. I was like, I forgot ODB is on there, like the Mankind song.
Well, Eastsiders did Kane song. Like Eastsiders did the Kane song. Like Stone Cold got done by Snoop Dogg. Like I remember that shit. They saying they wrote off the back of Run DMC, but still, yeah.
Yo,
So hip hop's always been involved.
Album to change lives. I know 50. The only thing I could think of him, like his involvement with WWE, he was like, yo, man, I really don't like this nigga. It's not no WWF shit. I really can't stand this nigga.
You knew what it was. Yeah, he was a Macho Man fan.
Busta was on SmackDown 1 week. He had a segment. He was singing with The Rock. I think it was like 2004 or 5, something like that.
I knew he had some kind of involvement. Busta just be everywhere. Like you could pretty much think of anything and be like, yeah, Busta been there.
Like Waldo. Like Busta was there too? Like, yeah, like swear to God.
All right, man. Moving right along. We got next on the docket. Naito wins G1 Climax. Yo.
Yeah, the Jamal Crawford of New Japan.
Oh,
Can you give me the 6-man award? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, they just be putting him in anywhere. And I don't got a problem with it. Naito's my guy, man.
Yo, Naito is one of the best to ever do it. But Naito, like, I feel like they treat Naito in New Japan like how they treat Moxley in AEW. Listen, man, like, can you do this for us real quick? Like, man, all right.
Bro, like,
Okada's like, all right, blood. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it for you because you the homie. You know what I'm saying? So we say you gang. You know what I mean? Like you said, you can win this. You know what I mean? If it was for the say for the heavyweight title, you know what I'm saying? No. But you know what I'm saying? For G1, like, yeah, all right, man, whatever.
Like, bro, I know that man got major PTO signed up the same way. This man was working through the pandemic and everything. And like he don't be just doing stuff like they be doing commercials, all kinds of stuff over there. It's like, man, when can I leave?
No, man. They're gonna meet up. Like him and Moxie gonna meet up at Disney World in Florida. But like, damn. What's going on? Let's look ahead now. They're gonna ride the same rides at the same time for some reason, like parallel. Like,
right.
Yeah. I got a fishbowl drink too. You got a fishbowl drink? I got a fishbowl drink. Oh.
All right, man. What do we got next? NXT superstar Ariana Grace vying to become Miss Universe Canada 2023. Yo,
I know who's in it, but she got my vote.
This man ain't seen no contestants, ain't did no background check, and he don't even know if Steve Harvey hosting this year. You don't know if Steve Harvey got the mustache, don't got the mustache. You don't know if Steve Harvey rocking in with the body. He's showing up with a hat on. This man's like, yo, man, I already know who got my vote.
Bro, I don't need Steve Harvey showed up without no mustache looking like an ACL. Well, that's disgusting. Well, this nigga's like a knee. Like, who's this human knee that's yelling at me with all these teeth that's straight?
Bro. But yeah, Shawn might be letting them do whatever down there. Shawn Michaels was like, yo, man, look, just as long as you're not putting up anything, just as long as you're not going the Mandy Rose route, hey, man, I look the other way.
Hey, man, as long as you ain't got that belt on.
Like,
as long as you got that belt on doing, you know what I mean? I mean, listen, Ariana, good luck. Speedy recovery.
Oh, she's injured?
I thought she was a little hampered. She's a little injured. Like, that's why she had to go do, you know what I'm saying? Had to go, like, that's how you know you gangster. We had to go and say, I'm a little injured, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and see if I can win, you know what I'm saying, Miss Canada real quick. Like, so shout out to Ariana. He was saying T's and P's, get that right, you know what I mean? So you can get to doing what you want to do. Because you were close to winning Miss Canada. It was like her and Melissa Ford.
Yo, Miss Canada. Shout out to her.
Oh, well, yeah, respectfully.
Let me see. What else? Let's go take it over to AEW, man. Let's take it over to AEW, man. What's stuff?
Willie Uter, I hate his face.
Yo, that match at the beginning, Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy at the beginning, they was cooking. They and they was like the whole week they was talking about, yeah, man, Orange Cassidy, dude, that he's the one that really got Wheeler Yuta over here. And then next thing you know, like he jumping him with his whole squad. I'm like, is that the story you want to tell right now?
Yeah, man. Like, listen, we used to be friends, but listen, my new friends don't like you. So if them niggas don't like you, I don't like you. Willie Uta is definitely Rembrandt from the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? He's Rembrandt of the Blackpool Combat Club. Listen, you the dude, you say that sprays him, you say get out there and take that ass whooping, because I'm not taking it. And sometimes you gotta let that shit go. So I fuck with Wheeler and Orange Cassidy. It's the perfect little, like, oh, I'm over here. Like, you gotta send Wheeler out here to handle that shit before you gotta send the big guns. Before you do that, you gotta send out the little dude.
Nah, they was doing the thing, but this week in AEW there was bigger news besides this, like going on, like besides this match. I mean, at the beginning of it, what do we have? Like we're hitting the news. Is CM Punk gatekeeping again? Like this man literally like sitting in the chair, like the Homer Simpson meme was like sitting there with his arms folded, like waiting. That's how he was waiting for Ryan Nemeth, like backstage when he popped up. He was like, "Hey, bro, I seen the tweets. Who you calling the softest man alive, bro?
You're hiding a Ziggler. Let that Jungle Boy come home. Yeah." You know what I'm saying? Young Phil playing Border Patrol on Collision. Ugh.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, I was like. He's like, oh, he had him taken out off the show, or he had like made him leave the building or whatever. I'm not gonna lie. And I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, bro, look, you on a bench, bro.
Thank you.
You barely be showing up on being the elite, and you can come back talking to me. Yeah, that's the softest man alive. Like, bro, your buddy's not here.
Ben, you know what I was thinking? Like, soon as they were talking about making Collision, and they was like, yo, man, it's going to be CM Punk. It's going to be like, you know what I'm saying, we're going to split them up because the elite don't want to mess with CM Punk because it's like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, listen, if they let CM Punk be in charge, he's going to, I don't want him here. Don't have him here, or I'm not showing up. And as soon as I see that shit, it was like, we want him here, and him here. I was like, damn, man. They acting like pebbles.
He don't want nobody. He's like, yo, man, look, you have any like love for the elite? I don't need you on my show. You can't collide with us today.
Look, he said the elite from 63rd. You cannot come over here in Collision Block. If you go with them Dynamite 63rd niggas. Yo, that's the most petty shit ever, man. Like CM Punk is exactly what you signed up for, and that's why you cannot be upset. Like,
bro, you knew what he was like. You knew what he was the first time and the second time. Like anything beyond that point, that's on you. Yo. That's all on you, like, bro. Like other thing that he did, people were talking about is Jungle Boy was backstage, like talking about like using glass during one of his segments or something like that, and CM Punk jumped him about it. Bro, it was like, bro, what are you doing?
But Jungle Boy he put his vacation in 2 months in advance to let him know that I was going to be off on this day, and I'm trying to wrap myself off. But CM Punk was like, "Listen, we don't do that here, all right? Hey, listen, bro, like around here, bro. He was saying, if you want to do that fucking bullshit here, you take that shit over to Wednesdays, bro. All right, you take that shit to Hump Day, all right, Jungle Man." And Jungle Boy was like, "Yo, man, fuck you, blood." What are you talking about?
Like, again, this goes back to like you knew what this man was. Like, yo, I already know Jungle Boy is getting dunked on backstage by Christian Cage and CM Punk.
I had to go get the FTW title.
Oh yeah. Speaking of him tonight, he went on there and he did his whole thing about like, oh, I beat RVD last week. I'm the best like FTW champion, and like next week he says that he's retiring the belt.
Yo, Taz gotta be sick. Yo, I'll make Taz just announce that too. Like, yeah, we're retiring the belt that you created, that your son had, and now neither one of you niggas got.
Again.
Talk about it. That's it.
Like, bro, like they was like, yo, during the segment, not during the segment, RVD was online when people were like, oh, well, you know, why didn't you get WWE's permission? And you under WWE contract, you a Hall of Fame or whatever. He was like, I got the permission to wrestle over there. Like,
and I'm RVD. What are you gonna say? I am the most reliable and famous Van Damme that any of y'all know. Because ain't none of y'all watching kickboxer or blood sport. So what are you talking about? You look, I even showed up. I could have just waited and then showed up where I wanted to show up for the 275 that they gave me already.
Yo, am I missing something, or did a dude get his head chopped off in Bloodsport? Like, I feel like
But this dude stomped on his partner's head and he lived. I'm like, what? And then he chanted like,
well, I went back to watch that movie like 6 months ago. Dude, like that big dude that he ended up getting in a fight with, that was like that he became friends with, looked just like Braun Strowman. Like, they ever do a remake?
He was so like Braun
Sound
Strowman.
like him too, bro.
Frankie. Now, shout out to Graham, and I know what we're talking about because he'll watch movies with white people in it.
Yo, man,
I have not a clue what that is. Not a clue.
Yo, Forrest Whitaker is in that.
And his eye.
in that movie.
Yep, yeah, he's in that movie. He plays one of them cops with still get faked out like Christian McCaffrey running through the. He was like, "Oh, we can't catch him. Oh my God, he's on a boat now. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna eat his food though." Shout out to Forrest Whitaker. Give us some
All
money.
right, man. That's enough time for Jungle Boy. What else happened on the show? Let's see. Kenny Omega had an interview with JR, and they were talking about Don Callis, and he was like, "Look, I just want to move away from the whole Don Callis thing. Like, he was like a good friend of mine." He goes down to the whole story about like how they were like basically kind of like extended family or whatever, because he said like, "Oh, he was over at my house for like Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever." I was like, bro, like, get on with it. And like mid interview, when he's talking about that, he ends up getting jumped, and like JR's like reaction to him getting jumped was probably like was one of the best parts to me, because this man just standing over in the corner like, yo, man, looking like, that's crazy, bro. They really jumping, man. That's crazy. It's like, man,
Being the dog,
Man.
shit out this nigga Kenny Omega right now. Like, damn, like he a legend.
He didn't try to call for help or nothing. It was just like, damn.
bro, they were picking up like steel beams and stuff like that and throwing them on top of his head. He just over there like just shaking his head like, man, like, wow,
Day after
really
day.
doing that.
Yo, bro. You ain't gonna call the police or nothing.
Like, no,
You
not
could've
even
did this,
security. You could at least been like, he didn't even say like, hey man, get off of that man. Like let that man breathe. Like nothing. You just like, man, that's wild.
All right, come on now. Damn. Like, come on,
like,
man.
Like, I got set on fire and nobody cared about anything about me.
JR old, bro. Like, he damn near probably wasn't even sure if that was really happening. Like, he damn near might have thought he was in Mirrorland or something like that. Like, he was just like, is it?
Nah.
Like, you feel me?
Nah,
Nigga damn near reaching, you feel me, like dementia and shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Like, man,
Nigga,
like, that's Kenny Omega. Ain't nobody whooping Kenny Omega ass like that.
But
Especially
yeah,
these regular
so
niggas.
they booked the match, the Bang Bang Gang, or some would call them Juicy J,
The baby guns.
and Takeshita against the Golden Elite, Hangman,
Yeah.
Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, like the promo that Hangman cut, like after that, he was like, yo, man, this is my dog. Like, you jumped him. And then the EMT is like, hey, man, look, you can't have that beer out here. Like, we doing stuff right here. And he just like, just take it to the head. And just like, because right after that, they was like, okay, yeah. They're like, you should like Golden Elite coming back too. But like they stacking up this show. I feel like I feel like they
apparently
didn't do it. Okay, go ahead.
sorry. No, I was gonna say because apparently the Hangman promo was he cut that on Saturday, and it was some discrepancy of whether or not he was supposed to cut that at the arena where Collision was. And there was that whole thing with CM Punk after the show. You know what I'm saying?
Phillip was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, my bad. I left that part out. CM Punk got in the morning mischief.
I'm working hard on these artworks, bro. You just leave it alone, my nigga. You feel me?
Man,
hard on these, my boy. You feel me?
Yo, my bad, brother.
CM Punk playing Border Patrol.
Yo, my bad, bro. Like he cut a whole
I was proud of this one, bro.
Oh no, this is art. This is art, right?
You know what I'm saying? This Fonto number 13 is great. You know what I'm saying? I downloaded this shit twice just to make sure. You know what I mean? I love it.
The little shakiness right there. Like it look like it's taking out a frame. That's art, bro.
Yo, put it back on. Look at the stupid face. Look at the stupid face. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god, how did I get here? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like last week, like during Collision, like after Collision went off the air, he cut a whole promo on Adam Page. And then after cutting the promo, texted Adam Page and like, look, man, you gonna hear some things about me. I just want to let you know. Be on the lookout.
Hey, Jizzle. Scarface and Tupac. There's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see. It's gonna make it hard to smile in the future.
Smile on me. The fuck, you put the stove,
bro.
Yo, Adam Hangman Page.
Like this man really trying his hardest to like try to make it with the Elite. Like more reports came out this week that he's been trying to talk to the Elite and they still like stonewalling him and they're like, hey, look, not interested. And Dax has been saying like, yo, man, look, I think the longer that we put off this whole storyline, he's saying we like he involved in it, like he went back there or anything like that.
Dax
like, I think
mind his business, nigga. Like none of this shit ain't got nothing to do with you FTR niggas. Like,
that's his OG.
They ain't got nothing to do with you. The OG put the tell me to back off. Like you started that fight with the Elite, so. And then Hangman wasn't even in that fight with the Elite. Like, you try to talk to the nigga that wasn't in the fight. You talking the most shit about them with the niggas that you fought you ain't talking shit about. So you want to talk shit about the nigga that wasn't even in the fight? Like, that's why niggas ain't respecting you. That's why you get booed in your own city. You know what I'm saying? That's punk shit. That's why I'm like, man, all right, man. Take that Collision shit over there, man. I watched Slam Ball before I watched that shit.
Nah, bro. Nah. Man said Slam Ball.
Punk down there might gotta let it go.
For real, you know what I mean? Like, listen, like we grown out here. You know what I'm saying, like, if you would just be grown, but you want to make, you know what I'm saying, like little promos and shit, like thinking, saying, like he did that on purpose just to do, like, listen, man, we all working over here. Shut up. Like, listen, either you over there or you not. Like, you can stay over there, we can stay over here. Let's compare fucking numbers. You don't want to do that, right? Like, all right. You
know what it's like? It's like. And you know, like, just because I just went on this road trip last week, and I'm thinking of like, yeah, it would maybe be in the best interest of the company to build towards a program with these people, but clearly they're not interested at this point. And like, it's starting to feel like CM Punk is like that kid in the car, like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Can we, you feel me? Like, give it a minute, my nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? They say all the time heals all wounds. You know what I'm saying? So like, let them, if you just stop bringing it up for a minute, maybe we can actually get over this and stop being upset at you. But every 3 weeks, like clockwork, you got something to say and now I'm mad again. And I ain't even been on the Elite side this whole time because they got their ass whooped. But I'm just like, bruh.
And they gave you your own show. Like, you got your own show out of this. Like, you got your own show after wilding out. Like, we all got suspended, but you got your own show out of it. We just all fucking fell back into what we were doing. Like we lost our belts. We never got them belts back. You got a fucking show.
Oh, they got the belts back, didn't they?
No.
Yeah, they did. They dropped them to the
No, they dropped them to the fucking
flag.
Yeah, then they got suspended.
No. No, Death Triangle got him. And then they had the game 7. They had the, the series of 7 with Death Triangle. And then they lost him to House of Black.
Oh. Either way, nigga, you got a show, nigga. I got some titles that we created, nigga. What are you talking about?
They said when CM Punk came back, Tony Khan stood up in gorilla position and said, CM Punk, he's back.
Yo, it's like having Todd Crane, you know what I'm saying, on your team.
Look, man, like
what was
to play
Dwayne Martin's character on Above the Rim? Like, yeah, he was Kyle Watson. Like CM Punk is Kyle Watson.
Bro, to play devil's advocate for a second, like, bro, this man knows where the money's coming from. This man says CM Punk, like, bro, man, it's like, I know the guy who sold out the building in Chicago. I know that dude.
Yo,
this dude is back.
Ben, if Lil Durk can sell out the United Center in Chicago 2 nights in a row,
it. United Center.
Do you think CM Punk can sell out the United Center 2 nights in a row?
But off of a rumor, bro. We gonna be hearing that for the next 30 years. Off of a rumor.
Hold on.
Yeah. A lot of y'all niggas been whole block pulling up, taking pictures. Where we at?
Sorry.
I'm in the real old block.
Hey, man, like, just remember, the next time you pull up the Collision, it don't even matter if you just, like, sitting in the stands, bro. Just make sure you check in with CM Punk, bro.
Tony Khan will pay for his crimes.
You'll see
or you might get thrown out.
You'll see a Punk as Jay Prince of Collision, like, hey, listen, big dog, you gotta pay homage.
Yo, you remember when y'all remember William Regal was like general manager of Raw and he was just throwing niggas out that was booing him? He was just like, hey man, look, y'all gotta get calling security. He's like, yo, get them out. That's what CM Punk will be doing in a couple of weeks. Y'all better stop that booing. Boo your ass home.
And man, everybody would say, listen, man, no refunds. The door's that way. We have 5 exits.
Jericho didn't join Don Callis's group as expected.
Got beat up.
Now he has a match with Will Ospreay at All In, and Britt Baker is in the 4-way. So they for sure building out these matches in this card. By the way, now they have already outsold. They broke the WrestleMania 3 record or whatever, 32.
Yeah, 32. Yeah, that's when they put them Charlie Wilson numbers on that shit. When it was like, oh yeah, they did no, they did 80, and then they passed it. Congratulations to them. You know what I mean? Broke that SummerSlam 92 record. That was the most important thing because they don't even talk about WrestleMania 32 because that shit was terrible.
Nah, bro. Like they definitely like broke that record out of spite for Eric Bischoff. That's all that was. Yeah, Eric Bischoff was talking big shit. Like, man, look, man, they real adventurous going over there and trying to sell out that Wembley Stadium. Man, so I don't think they're gonna get over 30.
You got your
bro, they dancing in your fucking face now, nigga.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Doing the Daniel Garcia dance in your face, you know what I'm saying? Like, we did 81,000, bitch ass nigga.
Shout out to them, man. Because they build, like Graham said, they building out this card and they furthering the storyline between MJF and Adam Cole. And it leads me to believe once again, they're going to turn on each other. I don't think it's going to be just like one turn, like MJF turning on him. Because like they did like the whole, like they'd had like the little fun segment where they went to like Outback or whatever. And they was preparing to fight like, what is it, Aussie Open? For the ROH tag titles and everything like that. And they had that segment. It was funny and everything like that. But then we get to the ring and they telling this story. They're like, yo, man, look, this is why I deserve to win the title. No, this is why I deserve to win the title. MJF doing his like whole like I like it, but I feel like we keep running over the same thing. This man be telling stories about like his past, everything like that. He's like, man, I always dreamed of fighting you, and now we get to fighting like in Wembley Stadium in the biggest main event in like wrestling history or whatever.
Yeah, who's lying the most? Like who's like I always dreamed of fighting you. Like, nigga, get out of here. like we're both people. Like that's why it's so great because we're both pieces of shit. So it's like, yeah, you said, I'm gonna turn on you so quick.
multiple mentions of Cody Rhodes during this promo too. He's like, yo, man, I wanted to wrestle Cody first, and then I wanted to wrestle you. So you kind of the consolation prize in all things considered. But Aussie Open came out, and they like tried to attack them or whatever, and the MJF and Adam Cole stand tall. But when MJF has his back turned, Adam Cole looking like he ready to kick him as soon as he turned around, goes for the hug, and like I said, like I really think they're gonna end up turning on each other. But that's it for Dynamite. You guys have anything else you want to offer for Dynamite?
I don't know. What I would have liked to have seen with this story. I would have liked to have seen and never give me the pin, just like never give none of y'all the pin ever. We don't know what the fuck we doing, but I would have liked to see something like the Kingdom kind of finesse their way into this match. And during 0 hour, like somehow Adam Cole shows his hand and he assists the Kingdom with winning the ROH tag titles by turning on MJF. And then it's the Kingdom, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong going into this story weaving thing through All Out to get to the main event of they just beat down MJF, you know what I'm saying, in the pre-show, you know what I'm saying, and now it's 4 against 1, and MJF as the devil has to overcome those odds, but that would end up with him being babyface, and I don't know if that's the way that they're gonna go, especially with the bidding war of 2024 coming up.
Yo, man.
MJF is Kratos, nigga, is awesome. Like I like that idea, Graham. That's hilarious. He was like, so I'm the god of war, so now I have to beat these guys. Like, first off, Roger Strong just killed a nigga a couple days ago. I seen that. We just dropped that nigga on the turnbuckle. Roger, don't be doing that to black people, especially on the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And
yeah, my man's went to PWG, snatched off the neck brace, beat a nigga ass. You feel me? Came back, put it back on, and was like, "Yep."
Bro, he dropped him on the top turnbuckle, dog. Like he was just like, "Yo," he said, "I told you I'm the Kratos of Batman." Yeah. So yeah, that's hilarious.
Nasty work. And speaking of the bidding war 2024, we can move on from this. Like after that, MJF and Adam Cole was outside of Tony Khan's office after he cussed them out. He was like, "Hey man, look, y'all wilding." He's yelling at him like the police chief in a buddy cop movie. He was like, "You guys blew up half the city." He was like, "But we stopped the drug bust." He was like, "Nah, man." That's what it was like. Adam Cole and MJF outside his office, and he's like, "Yeah, man, look. That nigga gonna be singing a different song in 2024 when it's a bidding war for me." And he was like, "Hey, what the fuck you say?" What? It's like, "Hey, man, I was just saying, how you doing?" He was like, "Yeah, nigga, I thought that's what you said."
Get your ass in that promo room.
But yo, All In is shaping up to be a great show.
You got to, and I don't want to hear no complaints about this shit being hella long. Listen, we have 80-some thousand people here. You're gonna get 19 and a half hours of wrestling. God damn it, and you're gonna like it.
At what time it start?
10.
Yeah,
Start at 10.
It's starting
last week of preseason football, so you don't even care about that shit. So it's lit. You can watch that shit. You got nowhere to go.
Yo, we gonna be straight. We gonna be straight for that one. But Graham, you got the mail key?
Come on, man. You know I keep it on me.
Got the mail key for the question of the week. Yo, be back for another question of the week this week. Austin Theory. What's next for him after losing his title to Rey Mysterio on SmackDown? Because I'm telling you, I was not expecting to drop the title then. I don't know what I was expecting from this, but I wasn't expecting that. And we asked you, the listeners, what y'all thought was next to him. Not next to him, next for him. I can't even talk today.
Let
me go. This thing loading. I'm sorry, y'all. This is loading. Question of the week. What's next for Austin Theory? Let me look at these quotes because I saw some good ones in these quotes. And I'm going to start it off with one that CJ predicted in the chat when I proposed this question. What's next for Austin Theory? Shout out to HBK. I think it's Pookie. They said this man gonna be working at Good Burger. That's what's next for him. Yo, shout out to @_heavy with 2 Y's. They said NXT. Damn, another NXT run? Like, this man went down to NXT and they turned him into Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World. Like, damn. That's exactly what they did. Yo,
I heard funny dude now.
I heard a Boy Meets World theory recently as well, so I want to look more into that. Like the earlier, like somebody said something about like the earlier years of Boy Meets World, like the earlier seasons are like kind of like, I guess, through Eric's lens. And then the later years are through Corey's lens of how things are. That's why, like, in the earlier seasons, Eric seems hella cool, and Corey's like, yeah, that's my brother, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And like as the shit gets older, it's like, this nigga is a weirdo. He kind of
he's an idiot.
And it's like,
Vega has titties and shit. So,
ain't that what you think of like your older brother or your older sister? Like, you feel me? Like as you grow older, like, oh, this nigga's a goof. You feel me?
But once you hit 16, you just like, yo, bro, I could beat this nigga ass right now if I want to.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I can whoop this nigga right now.
Yo, facts. But yo, side note, Corey Matthews was a piece of shit, bro.
A total piece of shit. Fuck Lauren. But
yo, shout out to @WeHateJacob. They said what they have for him next. Not being on TV for a while. He does absolutely nothing for me. He does absolutely nothing for a lot of people. So I've heard. And I'll be looking at it and I'm like, he's not really that bad in the grand scheme of things. I'm like, he's not really that bad. Shout out to Andrew Knows Better @Drew Knows Worst. AEW signing. Dustin Hypothesis. All right, bro. All right, man. You got it. Shout out to Coach. Coach says MLW. Dang. Yo, shout out to Terry @YoungBlack_man. A babyface turn from him would be interesting to see, but it's not gonna be easy, I feel. Yo,
think of Sammy Guevara.
Gotta pair him with somebody cool, somebody who dances. Yo, shout out to Vaughn @301 King Von Jr. Catering. Wow. Shout out to Drip Mystic. Add him to the reformation of the way or sending him back to NXT to build back credibility. Huh. Like, dang, bro. Imagine you beat John Cena and they send you back to NXT. I'd be pissed. Let's see. Shout out to, man, this man changed his name every week. Tushimo. That's the way I'm gonna pronounce it. The man going by the name of @Black Cream Soda. He was a sick man, bro. He was a sick individual. Keep up the work. Yo, they said him heading down to NXT and challenging Carmelo Hayes at No Mercy would be great for all parties. Yeah, give him something to do.
Champion, but you know,
he got to lose though. He got to lose.
Yep. Emphatically.
Shout out to Dante, the friendly neighborhood Egyptian. Yo, I like that name. It said a man needs a face turn. Shout out to, I'm gonna read a couple more of these. Shout out to all ex-WWE. Although it won't happen, if WWE President Nick Khan would fire Austin Theory, this is what would happen next for him. Austin White is all elite. All right. I haven't seen anybody say NWA. Shout out to Graham, the other Graham, White Graham, @Gummy1976. They said reform the way.
Graham Cracker.
Yo,
my bad, but I didn't mean to do that.
and that's all I have for the Twitter, man. Thank you guys for sending in your answers. We really appreciate that. Let's go to the chat and see some of the answers that they had to say for where Austin Theory should go next. Let's see. Shout out to Malik. It said his next run should be Raw Underground. Let's see. Shout out to Rodney Rice. I seen that theory. Yo.
Oh, the Boy Meets World thing.
Yeah. The Boy Meets World theory. Shout out to David Lavender. Theory goes back to Gargano and the family, helps him find his way. Ooh. Let's see.
I got some Instagram ones too.
All right, you go ahead and read the ones off the Instagram.
Yes, sir. So Instagram says, "What's next for Austin Theory?" Mr. Money in the Bank says, "Face turn." Coach said, "The Crib." Kung Fu Eddie says, "Overthrow Rollins."
Shout out to Kung Fu Eddie.
AJ of RDP, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Says feud with LA Knight or Grayson Waller because he ain't deserving to be in the title picture in any scenario. X3 said Guangdong professional wrestling.
Damn, son.
Yo.
Damn. What did he do to make niggas that mad?
Yo, like listening to this, the Twitter was like way more respectful.
Dan the Watcher says finds tag team partner. I didn't want to do it. Says try to find a tag team or a faction for him to join. Him by himself ain't right. Pair him up with MVP. No, what did MVP
What?
deserve that? Oh, No Bad Noel says what's next for Austin Theory? The garlic mashed potatoes and catering. And Fred Richmond says he got to get a CDL.
Oh my god.
But he got his own song, nigga. Like you can't fucking just listen. Like we spent this money on this song for you, but you're gonna get out there and at least get beat up by Ricochet on main event or something, nigga. Before we give you this surf and turf night.
He's just, I don't know what it is. He's one of those guys that's really good, but they just don't click. Like what's the name of the dude from the Spirit Squad?
Mason
Kenny Dykstra. Kenny Dykstra.
Mason Ryan.
Kenny Dykstra was like so good. They had this man beat Ric Flair. This man was like gonna be the next guy, and then like he just didn't connect with the crowd. Same thing with like you said, like Mason Ryan. Mason Ryan was like that man. I think they were gonna try to make that man next Batista because he looked just like Batista, but with a perm.
Yeah, Mirrorland Batista. Yeah, like shout out to Mirrorland Batista. Like I know what you're doing right now. You're probably playing stuntman for Batista, whatever Batista's doing.
You know what's funny about calling him Mirrorland Batista? He works at Cirque du Soleil now. In Vegas, the acrobatic show.
But good for him, man. Get the check, man.
Yeah, man. Right next door to Usher and, doing all this shady shit with niggas' baby mamas and shit.
Yo, Usher is a super villain. Like he is Broly, he is Joker, he is prime he's prime Nick Bockwinkel. All rolled into one.
Dr. Doom, bro.
Like he is everything. Like he's Bane before his thing got pulled out. Like he's everything bad. He's everything that a man could have a nightmare about. All rolled into one that could do the sideways moonwalk.
Like imagine you wake up and there's a whole diss song about you from your baby mama and the nigga that you was like self-conscious about her going like and hanging out with. Like, bro, I never stopped throwing up.
Hey, bro, imagine getting dumped 7 hours before that. And then imagine getting dumped and then 7 hours later, like, yeah, video coming out. Like, so that's what you was at, bitch?
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Bro, like, and this man doing interviews now, he was like, he was like, yeah, man, I'm an aspiring actor. And like people was like, they wouldn't even let that man have that, where he was like, yeah, I'm moving on. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to, become an actor or whatever. They was like, so you still unemployed? It's like, you still getting a check from her? Like damn. And the worst part is like that the money that's being made from that song will be going to buy food, diapers, clothes, all for your kid. Like, bro, I never stop throwing up. Never.
She likes it my way, boyfriend.
All right, man. God. All right, we can sit here and talk about that all night, and I would really love to that because, like, wrestling be getting boring sometimes. But we got more stuff to do.
Head. Yeah, hold your head, big dog.
Yeah, man.
Psych.
Yeah, man. Like connecting with what we just talked about for the question of the week. Rey Mysterio is your new United States champion, and like. On a happier note, what's next for the LWO? Because they got some gold, and that is the first piece of gold that they've ever had as a group.
Well, it should be. It should be. I am OG. I am OG Bobby Johnson. I am Cap on Winning Time. I am Kareem. I am Magic. I am everything put into one. Like
I am Magic.
Anybody that should win titles, it should be me, so y'all can learn from me, and that's why it's opened up a cornucopia. I'm saying, shout out the words, you know what I mean? I'm saying the plethora of things that you could go from this storyline.
Because
who knows what's gonna happen?
That night, originally Santos Escobar is supposed to wrestle Austin Theory because he won the tournament and everything like that. After Rey Mysterio got injured. And Austin Theory jumped him backstage, like started beating up on his leg. And he was like, I'm still going to wrestle him. Ray didn't even try to stop this man. Ray was like, yeah, he going to beat your ass with one leg. It's like, bro, all right, man.
Vince happened. That shit remind me of Charlie Murphy was like, yeah, we just grabbed him and started whipping on his legs. He was like, yeah, they started whipping on his legs. What am I going to do about my legs? What am I going to do about my legs? Austin Theory. Y'all said we're number 9. Get out of here.
Yo, and like went through with the match, lost. Rey Mysterio pops up and it's like, bro, I bet you can't do that to me. And he couldn't do it to him because Rey Mysterio won the title off him. Like, this was like he was like the 3rd longest reigning United States champion, or some crazy stat like that Austin Theory had. Like he's like in MVP. Like the top. Like, bro, he's in the top 3. I can almost swear like he's in like he has some like crazy stat, and it's like it matches like the last one that I can remember, like a long United States championship reign from like Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose ain't do nothing with that title. But he was still in like the top 5 or something like that. And they was like, forgot that he had the belt. And they was like, hey, man, look. Just complete aesthetic.
No, I remember MVP had it for a while. And then John Cena turned into a spinner belt. So, I mean, I guess.
I enjoyed MVP's reign, though. But that's the one I came in on when I started watching, was like MVP's reign. And they tag him with like with Matt Hardy. And then he beats the shit out of Matt Hardy. And he's like, yo, nigga, like, you really couldn't see this coming? Like, I've been telling you that I'm going to do this for like the longest time. But like, we get sidetracked. But I think like, I like this. I like Rey Mysterio getting this title. I love to see Rey Mysterio getting his flowers anytime. Like with the Hall of Fame induction, with the WWE cover of the game last year, and this now. I love it. Rey Mysterio is one of the, if not the most recognizable wrestler that's still going today in the world. Like,
I believe that.
I got family and friends who don't even watch wrestling. They know who Rey Mysterio is. So when he got the title, like, I'm not even mad. Like, I kind of wanted like LA Knight to kind of come over and be like, yo, I should have won the tournament anyway. Like, I should get this title match, and maybe he could have like inserted the title into the whole storyline he got going on with the Miz right now. But I'm not mad at Rey Mysterio winning it either, and like showcasing it or whatever, doing whatever it is. Just as long as like Austin Theory don't got it, because that nigga won't do nothing with it.
I want Rey Mysterio to turn to a mini Roman Reigns and to be like, yo, I'll run the LWO now. I'm the only one with gold, nigga. So now, listen to what I gotta do. Put these masks on.
They're already listening to him and following him. That's why I kind of get I get bad vibes, bad juju from this, because there was that whole, niggas try to throw the whole news out there like, oh, the WWE is focusing on Santos Escobar. They want to make him the big Hispanic Latino star, and da 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 da. And it's always who was saying it the other day, you know what I'm saying, is like they always try to make the next Rey Mysterio, and the next Rey Mysterio just always ends up being Rey Mysterio. Shout out to Seahawk, that's my brother.
Rey Mysterio just be like, yo, man, nigga, I'm here, bro. My leg's still working.
Yeah,
I'm still.
I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like this, Matt Hardy was just talking about like a couple of weeks ago, like turning the Usos against each other was like very WWE-ish. This feels very WWE-ish, where I feel like the next step is for LWO to turn on Rey Mysterio and kick him out the group, or, like there's the Santos and Rey Mysterio feud that they stumbled upon now. And I don't know. I don't want to see that yet.
Hey, first off, Matt Hardy is hilarious for fucking talking about that shit when he got a WrestleMania match out of it, because I was there. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I think it can work if you're twins.
I kind of want to see that now, because I want to see Dominic Mysterio's reaction to his daddy getting jumped. Like no peace for his dad whatsoever. Just like, look at this nigga.
Watching him like pathetic. Like picture with Skinner.
Yo, speaking of like, I'm not even gonna take it. I'm not even gonna segue like that. That's disrespectful. I got the A mic right now. I should be more respectful. I'll be more respectful.
I won't.
I won't even give it a good. I won't even give it a segue. Lacey Evans, no longer part of WWE.
Oh my God, she was so underutilized. How did they fumble her? Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I never seen more, like she had more unlimited lives than if you did a down, back, upright. You know what I'm saying? She had the contra code of restarts. Like, and you tell her she was like underutilized, like she was 15 different people. Like, how does somebody who got to be 15 different people get underutilized? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, people just want to fucking complain about anything, yo. Like, listen, I know it's cool. Like, first off, y'all spend half the time hating her anyway, but now that she's about to get released, she was like, see, I told you. She could have been like, yo, y'all make me sick. Like, she got all the opportunities that she got. And then, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it don't work out.
Yeah, like last night she had went on Instagram and she was like, yo, man, this next time y'all address me, y'all not going to be addressing me by the name Lacey Evans no more. Let me find the post where she said. She says when the clock strikes 12, he will address me as, let me see, Macy Estrella from here on out. Said, she said the jacket is up for grabs too. Be on the lookout. I know Sergeant Slaughter over there just like screaming, bro. This man doing backflips over there.
You can't keep getting away with this. Like, you better not take the Cobra Clutch anywhere, especially unless you go to choke out Tyrus. I don't want to see it anywhere else in NWA.
Oh, speaking of, that's where I was going to take it next. Where do you see Lacey Evans going from here? Like, what do you see her doing next? I've seen some people saying that they think she's going to take a break from wrestling completely. I saw some people thinking that she may go to Impact or, like you said, NWA. What do you think? What do you think, CJ?
Bruh, she's gonna be Mandy Rose with an American flag draped over her. Like, you're gonna be doing the exact same shit that you try to turn your nose down to and base your whole character on one of the 42 characters that you got to be when you was over on one of the games. And then you're gonna be doing the exact same shit. Like, listen, you little, like, oh my god, steamy pictures ain't no different than the thing that you turn your nose at. Man, I don't even care what she does, man. She probably gonna be a spokesperson for Cracker Barrel and
You see,
at the next Logan Paul fight against Dylan Dennis or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even care anymore.
you see, I was trying to be respectful and everything like that, and I heard CJ said in the background he wasn't gonna do it. He stayed true to it. Graham, where do you think Lacey Evans goes?
I don't know that she's like super passionate about wrestling like that, so I wouldn't be surprised if she does something else.
Nah, bro, them promos that she was cutting, she was like she was homeless and all that. She definitely passionate about it.
About wrestling?
She's
passionate about something.
She's jizz. She's jizz.
Something.
Hey man, check this out. I'm tired of acting like I don't be acting. Listen, look. Yeah.
I thought you was a Marine.
Drop the link.
I'm on a show with two sick niggas. All right, man. Yeah, I think that NWA. I think she's gonna put up numbers in NWA. She's gonna go over there and have herself like a Kurt Angle run.
Eddie James in the chat is down there, right? He said Lacey Evans go to Fox News. She for sure finna go over there with Charlie and Sage Steele and all of them. Yeah, run it up.
Hey, yo, she gonna beat up Tommy Loren. Yo, beat up Tommy Loren, then maybe I'll cheer for you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, Camille, kiss that 800-day ring goodbye.
All right, man. That's enough time. That's the longest amount of time that we will ever spend on this podcast talking about Lacey Evans. I'm still pissed about the stuff that she was saying about like the fucked up stuff she was saying before. So I really don't care where she goes either. She
cost us Cardi B, nigga,
bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she gonna be at Burger King right behind. She could be at Burger King right behind Austin Theory. You know what I'm saying? The Mirrorland Burger King.
Wait, hold on, because you know I got to do it now.
Drop that track.
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses.
Yo, that's gonna be Lacey Evans.
Yo, behind Yandy doing like this.
Yeah, they're gonna be like Lacey. Drop the track.
Security.
Chicken wrap.
All right, man. All right. What else? What else happened this week? Yeah, we finally got to hear Jimmy Uso's side of things and to hear the way that he felt about the whole him turning on Jey. Lost and Afraid. Yeah. His artwork is beautiful, by the way. Hey, the whole segment that he came in and he like from the beginning, Roman is like, "Where's Jimmy?" And Paul's like, "I don't talk to that nigga." Like, yo, I tried texting him. He don't text back, like nothing. And then Jimmy just magically appears behind them, just like walking around ringside. And it takes them a minute. They're like, "Oh yeah, he's here." He gets to the ring and like Roman is like, "Look, bro, you really did me a solid. I give you whatever you want." This man said he was going to give him a yacht. Okay. He's like, "I will give you a yacht, not a boat. Not like nothing like that." He's like, "I will give you a yacht." And Jimmy's response was, "I don't need none of your shit. I don't need none of that. I didn't do this for you." Like, nigga, if a nigga offered me a yacht and I just did some shit accidentally that he wanted me to do, I'm taking the yacht. And if you're my brother, you're gonna understand that. We could be on the yacht together, neyga.
Bro, I beat up my brother because that's my brother. And that's what I do all the time, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I didn't do this for you. And first off, how Paul Heyman should have been like, "Yo, how you gonna ask me what your cousin at, nigga? Ain't y'all niggas blood? Like, how you gonna ask me like you talked to Jimmy? Like, no, have you talked to him?
Not even cousin. How you gonna ask me where your nephew is at? Because that's his nephew."
Yeah, nigga. Don't you got niggas got a group chat or something? You know what I'm saying? That's not a bloodline group chat that I'm not in. Will you call me crackhead shit? That shit. Like, no.
Bro.
Yo, Jimmy popped up like a send like an extra character after you beat a nigga on Street Fighter. You be like, oh, we got a new challenger. Like, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? I'm looking for you all
facts,
day.
Like, and he popped up, and he like they waited for Jay to get out there. Jay comes out there, and basically like, yo, no little promo before it or anything like that. He just goes straight into it. He's like, yo, why did you do this to me? And Jimmy gives this feeble like answer that, you know, we all kind of like had pieced together. Where he was like, I didn't want you to become the next tribal chief. And what was going to happen to the Usos and the tag team that we got going on if you win the title? It's like, yo, he's like, man, but if you want, you would take your anger and frustration out on me and hit me. I'm like, bro, I definitely know y'all niggas brothers, man, because like that's literally shit that you say to your brother as a kid. You're like, oh man, I'm sorry, I hit you too hard. You can hit me back. You want to hit me back?
Hit me back.
Hey, you ever like got into like play fighting with your little brother or like one of your little cousins or something, and you accidentally hit them too hard and they get to crying? And that's when it's like,
give me back.
Go ahead, you can right. You can get one in. Go ahead. Or you gotta fake like you hurt too.
Like, man, you gotta start dusting up some tears or something like that and pretending that you hurt too. Like, man, I hit my head too. Like, nah, bro.
But
you getting that ass whooping too.
I'm saying little Cody Rhodes lip butt like, hit me my.
What do you think about Jimmy Uso's reasoning for the reason why he attacked?
Can I go?
Go ahead. You go.
Can I go? Bullshit.
There you go.
It sucked. It was horrible. You gonna tell me that that's not jealousy? You gonna say it wasn't jealous? That you wasn't jealous? Like he literally said, it's not because I was jealous. I just didn't want to lose you. What was gonna happen to the Uso? Nigga, that's jealousy, nigga, because you're too worried about. You're not worried about what's gonna happen with the Usos. You just said he gonna get the power. He gonna be like Roman, nigga. You're worried about what's gonna happen to you. You're not worried about what's going to happen to the Usos. You're worried about, nigga, if he become the tribal chief, what about me? I done already said when it comes to the Usos, when it comes to the day ones, nigga, I am the tribal chief. He said the whole time he don't want to be the tribal chief. You the nigga that said you wanted to be the tribal chief. I don't believe you, nigga. You need more people.
You had a shirt that said not a bitch. Like, remember that?
Bitch.
Yeah, nobody's bitch. Remember that? Remember that? Like, you were disrespecting me. Like, I literally gave up a match because you was getting your ass beat, and then this is the thanks I get.
I'm like, not for nothing. Nobody told you to come out there during that I Quit match either. That was all you, bro. I would have died for that title. You was like, man, hey, get off him. Like, nah, bro, that's on you. If anybody should be mad at somebody, it should be Jay, because I could have ended this tribal chief shit years ago.
Blood, you know what I'm saying?
I could have put the stop to this years ago.
Look, I'm saying with your prime Bow Wow braids, you know what I mean? Like, just to get choked out. Like, come on, man. Like, why?
Well, like, yeah, like I call bullshit on that too. It's like, hey, man, like we know what it is, and I feel like we've reached a point where with the bloodline storyline, where they just need to let this kind of like cool off for a minute. And there have been reports that I've seen. I think WrestleMania had they didn't report it, but I think they had shared like a report from someone else where they said that WWE was like cooling off of the whole bloodline storyline. They were just gonna like let some other factions shine through and like get the shine while they kind of like figured out what they were gonna do. Kurt Angle is not pleased with this this bloodline storyline.
Well, he said, because he was like, I don't believe Paul Heyman. He said that they're in the eighth inning, they're in the bottom of the third, but I think they're in the eighth and they're stretching or whatever. But like Heyman said that they were in the bottom of the third at WrestleMania too. Like, so that's not how baseball works, nigga. So like, you can't use baseball metaphors and be like 6 months later, nigga, we still in the bottom of the third, nigga. No, nigga, move the shit along. Where we at?
You're supposed to be singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" right now. This is a 7th inning stretch, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Like,
bro,
15 years.
But he's not wrong. I feel like they are stretching for this, and you kind of see some of it because at the end of the whole segment, everything like that, Jay ends up attacking Roman, and they end up like going through the whole thing. Jey comes out of the ring, and Jimmy is just like, this man's like, oh yeah, man, I just really want us to be brothers again, talk to all that shit, and let Jey get jumped in the ring by Roman and Solo, and didn't even look back. Didn't even look up at the Tron to watch it. And then after, like, Jey ends up, like, turning the tide, he gets out of the ring, and he walks up to Jimmy, and, like, this is the coldest shit, man. He calls Jimmy over. He's like, hey, man, get over here, man. You know you're my brother. And, like, calls him down. And Jey just, like, kicks him in the face. And then Jey, like, looks at the camera. He's like, I'm out of the bloodline. I'm out of SmackDown. I'm out of WWE. And, like, he said deuces, ooses. And I need that on a shirt, by the way. If, like, y'all be putting a bunch of other bullshit on a shirt, y'all put a lemon on a shirt for Becky Lynch. Put that on a shirt, bro. Deuces, ooses, that's money. But Jey quit WWE.
Put him in the section and everything.
Bro, I love the dedication that they put this man in the alumni in the section. You know, they could really do to, like, kind of up it some more to really make me believe. All in right around the corner.
There it is. Let's go. Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua Fatu. That's got to be his name.
He is over there. Let's just let him go over there, do some things over there. Just let him. He could even just show up in the crowd. Like, bro, just let him, man, buy a ticket. There's no way he's just buying a ticket and just showing up. They're not gonna pan the camera over to him. Like, make it look real, bro. Keep me interested.
Like Impact, where bro from the Highlanders came to the show.
Got fired, bro.
Yeah, man. What if he went over there and punched Alex Shelley in the face? Bitch ass nigga.
Nah,
all right.
You go over there. You need to punch Trent Beretta in the face because Trent Beretta be talking crazy about Kofi Kingston, bro. We don't tolerate that.
Keep a real King's name out your mouth. Third best friend. That nigga's Tony Kukoc are the best friends. Is mad at Kofi, man. Listen, be mad at yourself, Trent. So good they took your last name from you. You know what I'm saying? I won't let a nigga take my surname from me, but that's just me.
Yo, man, Jay Hart, those first weeks that he was on it, he kept calling it Trent Beretta, and it was like, hey, man, you better, like, 86 the Beretta part. He was like, yo, man, I didn't know this nigga didn't have a last name.
Oh, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't let that happen to me. Well, they just called me Jay instead of JR. I'll be mad. Anywho, Trent.
But, yeah, like, you could definitely, like, back to what Kurt Angle was saying, you could definitely see, like, they're kind of stretched this out. Having Jay quitting and, like, having him off of TV, I think in the meantime, you could have Jimmy Uso kind of get his solo run in and, like, start calling himself, like, main event Jimmy or something like that. I don't know how you bring Jay back in, but I just know right now they do kind of need to stretch this out a little bit because I think they want to get this to WrestleMania, but there's also kind of other things that I don't believe that they want to get this to WrestleMania. Like they might want to do this now. Like Rikishi recently posted up a picture of an event that he's supposed to be at, an indie event, and in the picture they have it. Let me just pull it up. Yeah. Ninja Exchange, Collectibles Expo, Rikishi. Come meet Rikishi before he referees at Payback.
What, nigga? Oh, yeah, these niggas is just doing whatever they want in wrestling now.
I know somebody got their ass beat for that. Like, yo, like, imagine putting that on there. And imagine Rikishi did Rikishi post that? Did he post that up?
Yes.
Okay, all right. This man posted that up too. He was like, hey, man, look, I didn't know I was supposed to post it. And then came back after and people was like, hey, what's going on with this? He was like, man, they fucked up on the graphic. I'm like, nigga, you can't read?
No, this is America.
I don't believe him. I think they came to Rikishi with that payday and he said, well, I'm refereeing the Payback, right? Throw a little bit more extra on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle that.
7,500.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle like a little, you know what I'm saying? 2 more zeros on that bitch like parsley. You know what I'm saying?
Like, nigga, I'll make you an honorary Oos right now, bro. I got the powers of the elders, man. Like, yo.
I know them niggas, but we were just talking yesterday.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't think that they can stretch this out till WrestleMania. I think Jey has to make his way back to WWE TV like within like the next month or so. But they could also use like the free agency thing and try to, you know, get him shifted around for a little bit before they come back to that. But I think he's only going to be off of TV for a couple of weeks. I think he'll be right back.
No, I got an idea.
I wouldn't mind them doing the free agent thing, like you said, and having him show up to even like NXT.
No, you got to make Jimmy go through exactly what Jey went through, but he got to get smashed way quicker. In order for one twin to think that he's better than the other twin has to go through the same path that the twin went through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's like Zelda, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like he has to like if you think that you're really better than him and you should have been in his spot, and then if you had your own little shirt and shit, then you need to fight Roman 3 times, and then let Solo get choked out and see if you're gonna quit for that. He was like, I never would have tapped out for you if it was you. Like, but what if it was Solo though? Yeah, would you give up for that? Like, he has to go through. Like, that's the only way that you got to make that shit last if you want to make that shit last.
CJ said, "Prove it, nigga."
Yeah, nigga,
prove it, nigga. You gotta show me, nigga. You gotta show your math, nigga. You gotta show your work, nigga.
Yeah, cut your hair, nigga. I cut my hair for this shit, nigga. You gonna cut your hair for this shit? No, all right.
Nah, because then niggas gonna be like, which one are you? We're actually starting to be able to like stupid people are starting to be able to distinguish them now. So
the way niggas be distinguishing, we're like, yo, man, look, is that the one that's married to Naomi, or is that the one that's not? Like,
I'm like, nigga, which one y'all be holding the gold title? They have completely different hair. They have this nigga Jimmy like don't got all the Wiz Khalifa tattoos that Jey got. This nigga is yadded up for no fucking reason. They don't look alike, nigga. Jimmy about 30 pounds heavier. I won't say 30, but you feel me? Like, he's heavier, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, you can tell.
And according to them, like on a New Day pod, they almost weren't even twins, so they was almost separate people. So
you're right. That's a good point. Yeah, that makes sense. You're right about that. I didn't even think about that. You feel me?
We see y'all doing the dance, but that ain't it.
You're right.
Yo, man.
But in regards to the bloodline story, I don't necessarily know if they're just like Kurt Angle said, like in the 8th inning, and they're just stretching, trying to figure out how to milk this thing. I think they pitched a very elaborate story. And I think they have checkpoints to where markers that they've wanted to hit along the way, and they've had to take detours because Sammy got hot. This Jey shit got hotter than they probably imagined. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's factors involved that I feel like kind of deterred them, and they're like, nah, let's hit this mark still. And I don't know if that's them being greedy, trying to hold on to the ideas that they had. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you remove like if you remove the stupid, in my opinion, decision of Jimmy turning on Jey at SummerSlam, Jey being fed up with all of this and saying I'm out still makes sense to his overall character arc in the story. So like, that's why I kind of feel like this maybe had always been a part of the plan, but they've kind of had to switch gears here and there because they're like, nah, this shit working. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Bro, you got 2 more brothers in this shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like think about all the bullet points that you said that they was hitting shit with the one brother. Now think about if you can alternate the brothers and then make them all fight. Like, this is just like switching the batteries out in the remote control. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna work. If you want to make it work till all the way until it's payday, you got to get them new batteries for the fucking remote. Then you can do that shit. Like you have 3 brothers. Like the bloodline is still the bloodline, especially when there's 3 brothers and then one of them is gone. So now you can make the other brothers fight each other. Jimmy said that he ain't fucking with Roman. That was the whole important thing. Like I didn't do this for you. I did this for me, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? So at least you know he's not in the bloodline technically. So like now he can have his own character arc. Like he could be like the Flash.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like,
go ahead, baby.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna take it left, so I don't know if you want to.
Nah, go ahead.
Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits mentioned last week on Friday it might be time for some new blood on SmackDown, and Dawkins goes, they better fall in line. I wonder if that's just a play on words, like we finna take over and we finna do the new bloodline shit, or if Bobby Lashley is finna be like, hey, you know what? Why don't I try to take the title from Roman and y'all be my muscle in case one of these dudes get out of line or type shit. I don't know.
I'm not mad at that because I feel like Bobby Lashley should have gotten a world title match against Roman a long time ago. And also, we right around the corner from like Survivor Series. I know like SummerSlam just ended. Survivor Series right around the corner. You're going to need to start building up some of these storylines so that way you can have, if you do decide to do the War Games match again this year, you can have some actual storylines with some teams that actually have real like beef with each other, not just stuff that was thrown together last minute because we have to do this because we said that we were going to do another War Games or whatever. Like let it sit for a little bit. Like if that's the way they're going with it, I'm not mad at it.
Especially the way if you're gonna attack Roman, you gotta attack him when he's at his weakest. And then like even though like he got a couple, you know what I'm saying, a couple stray, you know what I'm saying, people that left the nest. So like why not attack when I have new reinforcements?
Facts. And it looks like I was gonna say before, it's like I think they're already like setting the foundation for WrestleMania right now anyway, because Cody was like he was a couple of weeks ago, he was cutting a promo. He was talking about Roman Reigns and the bloodline and everything like that. So I think they're building towards like a rematch. And this week, also speaking of WrestleMania, tickets went on sale, and them shits look crazy.
Niggas is charging Beyonce prices for this shit. Like, listen, man, is Beyonce gonna levitate me to the nacho stand so I can get in the front of the line and get brisket on them bitches? Like, other than that, like, I don't need none of these WrestleMania tickets. Like, I need Meek Mill to sing like Dreams and Nightmares in my ear, like right in front of me, like this. Hold up, wait a minute,
bro.
Let's talk about $10,000.
I saw $10,000 for what for the front row seats. Like, imagine you got to sell your house to get front row tickets to WrestleMania. Like, the green shirt dude, he gonna be there regardless. So y'all ain't even got to worry about him. He already got his tickets.
No, yeah,
bro, that's bail for attempted murder, nigga. Like, think about that.
Fucked up, nigga. It better be a ticket to Mirrorland, nigga. You got me for what, nigga? What for $10,000, nigga?
Bro, I want to see me as Joel Embiid scoring 35 points a game, win the championship that Philadelphia 76ers will never win. Like $10,000 to be in Philadelphia. On purpose?
Man, like, bro, I got to be sitting beside Jalen Hurts. I got to be like all that.
But Reed Dollars has to wrap me out to my seat.
Yo, Reed Dollars, Freeway, all of that.
All of them. All the roots.
But let me see. I think a little something like Monday Night Raw. They were fleshing out the storyline between Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura. A little bit was going on over there.
Yeah, man. You don't know, man.
Next week.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We get to that next week, niggas.
Yes, Rodney. What's Rodney? Yes, Rodney. We know about Reed Dollars. Everybody knows about that one. The first thing that I ever watched on YouTube was that Reed Dollars freestyle. And Graham is laughing right now on mute because he knows exactly what freestyle that I'm talking about right now. That Reed Dollars freestyle gets talked about like we do. Like, I want Reed Dollars to rat me out to my seat for 10 grand. Like, are you kidding me?
Bro,
10 grand?
10 grand is crazy, bro.
You said, you said Jalen Hurts. I want Jalen Hurts to throw me a pass.
Yo, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but that's what they gonna have to do. You think if I took some of them like steel chairs from the Montgomery Brawl, like the New Day did, that I could probably get them front row seats? Like just take them.
Cause we
I don't know.
we didn't understand how much we missed the New Day until they were just here you go.
I don't know what y'all niggas talking about, bro. I missed the New Day as soon as they was gone. Like what?
But,
What you talking about? I ain't realized how much I missed the New Day. These
nigga, I gotta put that on there for spice, nigga.
You know,
for spice, nigga.
I know. I'm talking to this nigga.
Oh, I was offended.
I'm talking to this nigga. He's saying it right now. I know what you said.
Yeah, you just pointing that pen too. But like, I'm just saying, like, just like, you know, like the out of sight, out of mind. Like, you know, seeing like as soon as they pop up, he was like, man, I knew something was missing.
That's exactly how I felt. Like, yo, I like you missed them, but you kind of like forgot that you missed them. But yeah, New Day popping up with the whole like steel chairs and everything like that, and like yelling at Matt Riddle like, yo, move your boat. Like, I really loved that. Like, that was like hilarious stuff for me. Like, and also like Monday Night Raw was pretty good this week. They had JD McDonough on there. Like, he's gonna be looks like he's going to be Judgment Day adjacent. Like Finn Balor was out there like David Ruffin. He was like, look, like when they sent Flynn out there, he was like, look, man, he wants y'all to go on as David Ruffin and the Temptations. Like, he wants y'all to go on as Finn Balor and the Judgment Day. And it was like, hey man, we'll see that nigga backstage. And he came out later on that night, didn't even say nothing to him. Just like David Ruffin, just walked to the mic, just like.
You think they're going to go on tour and have like dueling versions of the band? Like,
I would love that.
This is my version of Judgment Day. This is my version of Judgment Day.
Yo, Damian Priest's version of the Judgment Day heading his own tours makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit, but you know. Yo, that boy said, yo, that's the coldest shit I've ever seen in the movie. I hope you do that, Damian Priest.
Yo, but they look like they further in this, and like, I don't know if they're gonna split up. I don't know if they're just like gonna add a new member, because it looked like at the end of the night they were like, you know, standing tall, dapping each other up, and JD McDonough is just on the outside of the ring, like looking like, yeah, man, some good shit. I want to get in on this. I don't know how they're gonna run it, but like I said, I don't see them doing another like faction breakup storyline at this moment when you already have the one with the bloodline going on. Like, I'm interested to see this, because like, if you've been paying attention to the whole Judgment Day like faction since the beginning, you already know it was not good at a lot of moments at the beginning. It was not good. When we said as much on the show, we were not feeling it. But now, like, since like sometime last year, they have been like in their bag with this storyline. And I feel like right now, with the addition of JD McDonough, even though I'm not really a JD McDonough fan, I feel like it adds like a new dynamic. Finn Balor has someone that he's known like for years before he knew these niggas, that he could just put on, just like having like side conversations or whatever, like has like confidant. Like I said, like if any of you watch the Temptations like miniseries, this is Flynn. This is a guy that's giving him like candy, and the guy that's like, hey man, look, your girl over there talking to niggas over there. That's what JD McDonough is going to be.
Oh, he embarrassing me. But like JD McDonough is Finn's fucking, like, that's my, like, you my little homie. You know what I mean? Like it's different having somebody that's gonna listen to you, no matter what. It's gonna be like, hey man, like that's his Robin. You know what I mean? He's Batman, and then this nigga, this dastardly Superman over here think that he's better than me. And then the hottest part of this group is the ones that ain't got nothing. They're trying to keep everybody together. So, like, yeah, I think it gives another little shot So yeah, I'll take JD McDonough, even though his head's too big for his body.
All right. The jokes with JD McDonough never stop. This man literally be like do it, like pick up a title or whatever. He'd be like, man.
But he's still like a weak character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go bowling, nigga.
All right, man. On that note, you guys have anything else to provide for the show?
No, I'm the champion. Wait, who's getting grand champion?
Yeah, he's a champion. He
No,
don't
he's
got the
not.
belt.
He ain't saying nothing, so I'm claiming the championship. You know what I'm saying? I'm champ until somebody says something.
Oh, so you just got like the put that nigga out.
Get out.
Yo,
falsehoods.
I could do that. Why you
Man,
make me leave like that? But I was just playing.
this man.
Sorry.
Yo, this man CJ gonna come back next week with his belt with an X on top of it, and we'll be talking about like, man, look.
Oh man, that's funny. We got all
damn well you're not
information
straight
next week
edge.
though, so
Ooh,
that would be
let's
fitting.
go.
That would be fitting.
All right, man. I'm with it. I don't have anything else. We can just wrap it up right now. Yo, you can follow us on Twitter at the Enemies PE3 and like across all platforms at the Enemies PE3, really. And like if you want direct links to everything that we're doing, go to the Enemies at the Enemies PE3 on Twitter. Click on the link tree, it'll show you everything that we are. It'll show you like the TikTok, the Facebook group, the Discord, the Patreon. Yo, I can't stress this enough. The Patreon, subscribe to the Patreon. There's lots of good stuff over there, lots of bonus content. If you go over there right now, you know, I have a show over there where we like with me and nigga, I'm bad right now. With
Hey man, all night, nigga. You been doing good all night, nigga. Here you go.
Yo,
Stand up.
We be reviewing sitcoms over there, nigga. That's what we be doing over there. And PE3 SPN is over there. We got some extra episodes over there. Like, man, it's a good time. Tap in with that, man. CJ.
Hey, I am that's me. _that's_me_. Like Ben said, follow everything that he said, and then tell your friends to follow that, and then tell their friends to follow all that. We are entertaining, and we're the best in the world. And I'm gonna win next week. Graham, say something smart.
Follow me at Oh My God Graham. Yeah, that's my shit.
Right,
and Ben, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for this.
Nah, bro. like we had talked about last week in pre-production. You're like, yeah, next week you're gonna have to be A Mike. And I was like, yeah, I'm good with that. And then like I be forgetting shit. So we popped up tonight. Like Graham was like, you doing A Mike? I was like, nigga, who's doing A Mike? Like me?
Reality.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, he did say something about it. I can't even be mad because he said something about it last week. And I said, yeah. So, you know, no problem, man. That's what we're here together. We're here to help each other. You know, you're not in the same location you're supposed to be. You out on assignment. You doing some spy shit. I don't know what you're doing, but you where you at, man. And yo, man, tap in next week. Like I said, tap into the Patreon. Like I can't get off here without like correcting what I said before. Me and Vin be on there. At Mighty Vin. Shout out to at Mighty Vin, man. Like we be over there reviewing sitcoms, man. Y'all tap in. Tap in next week. We got predictions next week for All In. This man, pull up, kick it with us.
I'm winning A Mike next week. Let's go. Whether you like it or not, people.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything I had.